Good morning YouTubians, it's Kemit's Ghost. As you can see, it's a beautiful day here in Brighton, not a cloud in the sky. It's the 1st of March, just a month and a bit until the shops open in the UK. It's St David's Day and I'm heading a little bit further up the coast that way. I'm going to go to a former Turkish bathhouse which is now owned by a couple. The wife is Polly Sampson, she's a local author, and the husband is David Gilmour from Pink Floyd. So I'll go and take a look at that. It was a Turkish bathhouse, but it burnt down and they got the rights to build on it and keeping it in a similar style to what it was. So we'll go there now and then I'll take you to maybe Poundland, see what they've got, get myself a nice muck latte because you can now go in and get takeaway orders, and I'll take you back and show you what I picked up. See you soon. Well, I hope you enjoyed the little look around Poundland, what titles they have, and also the look around Churchill Square in Brighton. I know they're all shut, the shops, and it's very sad to see HMV as it is, but it will be open soon. And here we are now in McDonald's. They've opened up for takeaway orders only. You can go in and get yourself a nice McCoffee, not a sponsor, and enjoy the rest of your day. And here it is, the McLatte. Yes, other coffees are available, they're just not as good. End of. Hey everybody, welcome back. These are the pickups for this week. There are 6 titles, so we will just crack on with it. The first movie is The Secret Garden. It's a British fantasy drama starring Dixie Eggerich, Colin Firth and Julie Walters. It's the story of a young girl living in India when she's suddenly orphaned as her parents die from cholera, so she's sent to live with her uncle, who is a lord, in Yorkshire. Now, he lives in a huge mansion, but she's under the watchful eye of Mrs. Medlock, played by Julie Walters. There's also a young cousin living there who's very sick, and that's all I'm going to say about that. It's got a runtime of 100 minutes, and it's based on the 1911 novel of the same name. Let's take a look inside. So you get the same artwork as you do on the slip as you do on the cover. It's from the producer of Harry Potter and Paddington, and inside you get artwork on the disc. So that is The Secret Garden. The next one is a HMV premium title, number 140 from 1932. It's Scarface, directed by Howard Hawks. and starring Paul Muni and Dvorak, as well as George Raft and Boris Karloff. It's a story that was inspired by Al Capone's life, as it follows Tony Camonte, who rises up through the ranks, making his way to the top of the food chain, all the whilst trying to take the boss's mistress. There's even a depiction in this of the St. Valentine's Day massacre in a roundabout way, tying it to Al Capone. Now, this film was altered by the censors, and there's an alternate ending which was added later as they thought it glorified gangsters. Now, some of the original endings did survive, and this edition does come with 2 cuts, so fingers crossed the original is on here. So let's take a look inside. So it looks like HMV have found a supplier, and they're using the clear cases again and not the Criterion ones. So you got the cover, which is exactly the same. There are 4 art cards. In case you're wondering, they are printed on the back with the title. You get a small poster, artwork on the disc, and inner artwork. So that was Scarface from 1932. The next film is a Eureka release, and it's Pulse from 1988, science fiction horror written and directed by Paul Golding, and it stars Cliff DeYoung, Roxanne Hart, brothers Matthew and Joseph Lawrence, and Charles Tyner. Now, Charles Tyner is the savant of the film, my favourite character. The savant is a character who gives good advice that nobody ever takes. Like, don't go down in the basement, someone was killed down there, or stay away from so-and-so, he's not right in the head. As I said, they're completely ignored. It's a story of an aggressive, intelligent pulse of energy that roams from house to house, destroying things and killing people in its wake, often using household objects against the occupants. This version is set in LA. It's a great horror fun film, and it runs at just 95 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the slipcover has different artwork. I'll get this one out because you might have a bit of glare there. So there's the cover art. I like how they've distressed it to look like an old VHS release. There's the inner artwork. You have artwork on the disc, and you get a 15-page booklet as well. You get the point of that. So that is the 1988 version of Pulse. The next film is another HMV premium title, number 136. It's Murder, My Sweet, known in the UK as Farewell, My Lovely, which was the title of the novel that it was based from. It's a film noir from 1945 and stars Dick Powell, Claire Trevor and Anne Shirley. Now, the film introduces us to the character Philip Marlowe, the PI, for the very first time. Now, Marlowe's over the years been played by many actors, a bit like Bond really. Actors such as Humphrey Bogart, James Garner, Robert Mitchum and Elliot Gould, just to name a few. But here he is portrayed by Dick Powell. And this film runs for 95 minutes and had a budget of just $400,000. Let's take a shufti inside. So inside you get the shorter clear case again with the same artwork. There's a closer look of the outer art, inner artwork, a single Blu-ray, a larger poster this time, and 4 art cards. So that is Farewell, My Sweet from 1945. The next title is another HMV premium film from 1947 and spine number 137. Again, another noir, and it's Possessed, starring Joan Crawford, Van Heflin and Raymond Massey. In this, Joan Crawford plays Louise Howell, and she's found meandering around LA just saying the name David over and over again. So she's taken to hospital where she recounts the story of when she worked as a nurse for the wife of Dean Graham, who's played by Raymond Massey, and how she fell in love with David, played by Heflin. It's got a runtime of 108 minutes and a budget of just over $2.5 million. Let's take a look inside. Again, same artwork. So just a Blu-ray in this one as well. There's a look at the sleeve, inner artwork, another poster, and art cards. So that was Possessed from 1947. The last title is a double release from Arrow. Now I have upstream colour, so I bought this purely for Primer. Primer is a time travel film from 2004, or is it? It was directed by Shane Carruth, who also produced it, wrote it, edited it, did the music for it, and starred in it too. So hats off to him. Also, it stars David Sullivan, and this movie had a mind-boggling budget of just $7,000 and a runtime of just 77 minutes. Now, in this, the story is of two engineers. You've got Aaron and Abe, who are working on a project to reduce an object's weight using electromagnets. They stumble upon an A to B time loop side effect, which alters and affects the objects. They exhibit temporal anomalies, so they refine the accident's readings, and Abe makes a stable apparatus in which to hold a human inside called the box. He travels first to 6 hours in his past, and that's what I'm going to say about this. It's a great film. It's known for being very realistic and technical, and this is one of those Marmite movies. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. So that is it. Those are the pickups for this week. Have you seen any of those? Have you seen Primer? What did you think of it? Leave a comment down below. I will get back to you, I promise. Give the video a thumbs up. It really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free. Why wouldn't you? And on that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.